Yeah, not the start we wanted. Yeah, just stuff like we tried to throw something different at them. Like tried a little 3-2 zone, and it worked to a point. But giving up old boards, but understanding who's on the floor. Like you can't leave guys wide open for shots, regardless of what zone you're playing. And that's when they got out.
Was concentration an issue
Yeah,
then?
like the start of the game is funny when some don't work to start. Like you can't automatically assume it doesn't work, but it's the sprinting back when we don't score. It's, like you can't walk. Right? Again, understanding who's on the floor. Like you leave Pepper open for a wide open three. You leave Winlow open for a wide open three. You know what I mean? But then once we got it, and we got it when we got in it, and we can move around and make guys put the ball on the floor. It actually worked well for us. But we got to come up with the old boards. Like we gave up 15 of them.
Yeah, so that's often a thing. Walking out the ball rather than sprinting.
Yeah.
That's effort play.
It's all effort, man. It's all effort.
So it's been a challenging year, obviously. Is that a culmination of everything where it's become just too much for some people?
No, I wouldn't say that, man. Like again, I have absolutely. These guys compete. We come in, we play hard, we train hard. Again, it's once you step on the floor, like there's got to be some kind of switch that says, like I gotta go. Like, and because we're in the zone, that don't mean jog back. You still have to get back. That way we can set it up, right? And again, understanding who's in your area when we're doing this. You know what I mean? So it was tough, like I said. But when we did and we got back and we got into it, we forced them into tough shots. But then we give up an old board.
Talk us through the conversation with yourself and
Nothing in it. Yeah, no, there's nothing in it. Yeah, no. Nothing in it, man. Just game, heated moment in the game. Yeah, nothing more than that.
You're comfortable with him?
Yeah, nothing more than that, man. Seriously.
Can you talk through what the conversation was about?
It was just the turnover. It was one turnover. He threw the Holty. When again, I'm trying to explain to him, like, don't throw it to him up there. Like, we're not gonna post him up outside the 3-point line. And we never got to it because he's trying to doesn't want to get blamed for it, which is understandable. But other than that, there was nothing else in it. Nothing else in it.
The frustration moment.
That's all. And again, frustration moment for me because of the turnovers. Like you can't turn the ball over against teams like this. You gotta put the ball in the hole, and you can't give them extra possessions by turning it over.
Maldonado went to the rooms.
Yeah.
Was he playing through something?
His ankle. Yeah, did his ankle on that. I think on the do a little up fake. I think he went to close him out and slipped, and so he had to come out.
Then go back on like he's had
Yeah, he was solid.
Yeah,
he was solid.
You needed blokes to just keep playing, or you needed it's weird for blokes
to come back. Like again, he could have easily like sat it out, but he actually wanted to come back and play. So I'm glad he did. Again, as much as the score says 20, like we cut it to 10, then we shoot ourselves in the foot. We cut it to 13, and then we give up a 3. It's all those little things that you can't do in games like this. Like again, we won here last time we was here. Not the last time we played them here. We beat them. So again, we coming in here with the confidence, but just to start when you're down 18-2, so it's a hard one to come back from.
Chris online.
Yeah, Matt, second last time we have to do this, so
Yeah.
we'll get through it. Tyrell's return was a great positive. I mean, I spoke to him yesterday. He was really looking forward to it, and he was motivated to come back even though there's only 2 games left. He wanted to help the team, and gee, he looked a lot better when he was on the floor, didn't he?
Yeah, like it's good to have him back. He was on a minutes restriction, if you can tell. Like he was only allowed to play like 13 or like 14 or something minutes. That's why he was coming in the middle every time. But yeah, good to have him back. Again, he's another guy. He makes our offense run. We can go through him, and for his size, he's a good passer. You know what I mean? So he can find guys. But yeah, good to have him back. Even again for the last 2 games, we know he got the fever window coming up, and I think he wanted to get a couple of games in before that. So it's good to have him on the floor.
Yeah, I'm sure we can play for the Tall Blacks in that as well. One of the great positives is that if Tyrell stays healthy and he doesn't get an NBA contract, he'll be back at the club next year, and so will Holty. I mean, that front court, that's not the way for the future. That's pretty exciting for the club.
It is, man. That's pretty good two big guys to have. You know what I mean? And Holtzy's kind of solidified himself in this league. He competes. He plays hard. We know what what Tyrell gives us, and we just got to put guys around him, man. Like we got to support those guys and put get some imports, put good imports around them, and our local talent, get some good local talent, and you can do some things. But I think we got to build around. We got to build around those two.
When you look ahead now, I mean, it's probably a bad thing that you've got a whole week now before one last game. So how do you keep the group focused, motivated for one last game, and then you've got the challenge of a team that's the championship favourites to come into your building where you have struggled against so far. So how do you get the group ready for this one last game?
Again, it's our last game. It's our last game at home. The least we can do is come out and play hard and compete for our fans. Like I made that point last week, and I thought we competed against Cairns, but again, you're playing against the top seed. I think they also play. They got a game against Perth on Sunday, so they're still fighting to finish top of the ladder. So again, coming to see us on a Friday, I don't think it's going to be no different than what they're doing, man. They probably right now they're the best team in it. They're playing well, but for us, we just got to again come in, get our work in during the week, and then try to take a swing at them. We might try to junk it up and see what happens, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, the motivation is our fans, man. Come out and play, come out and compete and play hard for your fans.
And just lastly from me, is Spack a chance to come back? I mean, I imagine he'll want to come back for one last game because he's got a future to play for. Is he a chance for the last?
I think he may be, but honestly I'm not sure. But we'll see. Again, he'll have a week. He's got to get a week of training where he can compete. Like he hasn't competed. Like he didn't compete last week. Maybe if we can get him in, we got a few sessions this week. If he can get in a session this week and get through it, then maybe he plays.
We'll end with Max.
Darryl, commiserations on tonight. You speak about the hustle when when the girls go out into the court, rebounds. But what about the offense and putting the ball in the bucket? The last 6 games now, you guys haven't been able to score 76 or more points. Is that also a big area and just as important as those other areas?
Absolutely. Like I'll speak on it every week, man. You got to be able to put the ball in the hole. If you any chance to win in this game, you got to try to put scoreboard pressure on teams, and we just haven't been able to do that. We actually shot the ball well from 3 to today, whereas our last 5 games we've been shooting like 20%. The only problem with that is we shot 40% from 2s. So some of it is getting 2 feet in the paint and kicking out. Like that's the one thing we haven't done. Like we're forcing up a lot of shots when we get around the rim and not finishing. Again, sometimes when you play against teams that like to crowd, you got to be able to get in there and kick out. It's the one thing we haven't done well. But again, when it comes out to you, we also got to knock shots down.
Good to see Hunter come back out and play after going off with that right ankle injury. Do you reckon we'll see him next game? And how is that ankle after the game?
Yeah, no, I think he'll be fine. Like he wants to play. Like I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Like we got a whole week and we don't play till next Friday, so we can get rehab done, and he'll be fine. He's gonna want to play the last game.
That's great. And Tony Smith and Warner, 3 from 5 from 3-point range. That must be a positive to see players stepping up for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, when you get your opportunity, I said it before the game. Like when the opportunity comes, you come in the game. I'll sub you in. You come in the game. Don't just be out there running laps, man. Come out, give me something. Get on the offensive boards. When your shot comes, hit some shots. And Tory going 3 for 5 is good for us. But again, our last 5 games, we've shot like 20% from behind the arc. When you get open shots, you got to be able to knock them down. That's one thing. You bring guys in that can shoot. They got to be able to knock shots down.
And first 4 minutes today. Sorry to go back to it, but 6 turnovers in the first 4 minutes. So what were you thinking, and how tough was that start?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Just sitting there thinking what you could. We tried to come out and try something different, right? And when it's funny though, it can go either way. Your offense could get your defense going. Defense could get your offense going. We struggled where we couldn't score, and now we're again not sprinting back like we should, and we're jogging back and not finding players. And again, it was one of those situations where, like, if we miss, we're supposed to be in man. Like, you make, you in this 3-2 zone, you miss, you're supposed to be a man. The problem was we was running back and we're not matching up on guys. That's another thing that killed us, man. The transition is not about your man. Like, you got to actually find somebody. For us, we're just running back to spots. So the start wasn't great, man. You're down 18-2, and again, we end up losing this game by 19. And we clawed our way back a little bit, but we just couldn't get over the hump. Like I said, we got it to 9, and then we get it to 10, and then we miss a free throw. So it's still double figures. Like I said, we get it to 16. We miss a shot down there. We come back down and hit a 3. Now it's 19. Like, we just couldn't claw away and put a little bit of pressure on them. There's a team that's, as much as they've been good lately, like they're early on, they had some close ones that they lost. And that was the thing. We was try to put a little bit of pressure on them just to have them thinking, maybe this is going to be a tough one. But we just couldn't hit shots. We couldn't hit shots. And now, again, the lead blows out.
We'll have to call it there, Max. We've got travelling teams. Thank you, mate.
All good. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right.